Hello again. It's time for your part 2. This one is a one that I'm sure I've probably done before, but I'm gonna do it again. This one is solely based on the first boots, though, of Total Drama. Let's take 2 Ezekiels, huh? Okay, and then we also have Duncan. Let's see, we got Jeff and Bridget. We got, blah, 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 blah. So that would be the first 3 seasons, and then we have Stacey McStacington. We have a B. Airedale. Let's see. The first people to get eliminated in Redonkulous race. We have... Where the frick is Tammy? There's Tammy. And then we also have... Spoilers for the reboot. We have Caleb and Lauren. Looking at this, I think that we have to go into a whole bunch of factors in order to describe this. I think that characters like... Hold on. I think characters like Ezekiel are needed. For instance, I'm not sure many people wanted him back unless they found Courtney to be too annoying. People probably couldn't really decide which one they want before they figured out how Courtney had more of a character than just being a CIT, a BITC, as Heather would say. But I think this was a pretty perfect one, except it wasn't perfect, because people still kind of wanted more. There was something mysterious about this homeschooled boy that people just want to see more of, and that kind of led Fresh TV to be like, oh, well, maybe we should do something. But we'll get back to that later. So I'd just say it's an S tier one. Here, let's put all you guys in D tier, because... that's where you belong, yeah. So the next one we should go over is Action with Jeff and Bridget. I think that Jeff and Bridget was... I think it's a solid B... You know what? It's a B tier. Why, do you ask? Because Jeff got far, Bridget didn't as much, and they need them for the aftermath. However, these two were some of the strongest. You know what, heck, we're moving them down to C, because they were strong, and they were like, okay, how do we get rid of these two? And to put them in the aftermath, and then they're like, I got it. Let's have them make out, just like hardcore, for a really absurdly long time. Then people would hate them, and so they got them out. It's a totally mid thing for me, I don't know, it's just, I didn't like it. But at the same time, it was necessary, so it goes in C tier. Moving on, we have World Tour. We start with Duncan. Duncan quitting singing. Solid B tier. Actually, you know what? A tier. Because we didn't need any more Duncan time. I'm gonna say it again. We didn't need any more Duncan time. Duncan was great. Heck, if you eliminated here and didn't bring him back... If you didn't bring him back, I would be so happy. I would be... Oh, so much would be better in this series if you did not bring this guy back. If you just, like, said, okay, he's an edgy boy, look at him, he's so edgy, so he's not gonna come back to the show because he doesn't want to sing, because he doesn't want to be a pansy. He doesn't want to be a pansy. Pansies don't sing. Or delinquents don't sing. Look at him. Look at him. He's a strong masculine man with all the masculinity. Yeah, why did you bring him back, guys? Come on. And then have him get, like, what, 5th place? What's wrong with you guys, honestly? But anyway, A tier, not including the fact that he got out later. At a different placement. I think... Let's just consider Duncan to be a good one, because they knew what they were doing when they were like, hey, let's give him less screen time for a little bit. Okay. Then we have Ezekiel. This one is a... Oh, looks like we're gonna have to move them down here. Now, was it called for? Maybe. Did they try to find an excuse? Yes. Is it a running gag that keeps it out of F tier? Yes. It's the running gag. That's the only reason why it's not an F tier, because they gave every other character some time to be like, hey, you know, that got a chance to compete. I'm not talking about Eva or Katie and Sadie, okay? But they gave every other character a chance to, like, show off their personality a little bit more, show off, like, who they are a little bit more. But for Ezekiel, they were like, let's turn him into Gollum, guys. Am I right? Like, I'm sure a lot of people wanted to see kind of what's more, especially when you read his backstory, which I did, plugging my own video here. You kind of want to know more about him. Speaking of know more about him, I'm putting Beardo in C tier because I have complete mixed feelings. I thought he was annoying as fuck. Dude, he was annoying as hell. But personally, I also believe that Leonard should have gone home instead of Beardo. Because if you're going to show that Beardo actually has, like, social problems, like, in his audition tape, then why even show that at all? Now that you've booted him off. Why even just be like, oh yeah, he's just shy. And if, you know, you would have kept him around a little bit longer, we would have gotten to know him. Frick you guys. Now we're never gonna get to know him. But he was annoying, really annoying, and he did make a pretty good first boot, which is why he's completely in the middle, because I hate both sides. I will put Leonard and Tammy in A tier. They were really annoying. We all knew they weren't gonna make it far. However, I'm not putting in, like, S or S plus tier for any reason, because there was a little part of me that was like, maybe they could have had some sort of arc, but they decided that no. To keep these characters as comedy characters, they were just gonna get rid of them. Meanwhile, we have Scary Girl. Actually, let me get the right Scary Girl. Hold on. I think that's a B. It was good. People wanted to see a little bit more of this character because she's kind of an Izzy character. But, like, you know, she's okay. Her first elimination is like, it's okay. Because, I mean, they kind of gave off the fact that they gave her, like, new clothes kind of made me feel like they're gonna do something with her in the season. But, you know, I think after they realized the crazy person she has become, or still is, but after they realize how crazy she is, I don't think she's gonna stay very long around them. Caleb, S tier. I love that twist, bro. The fact that, like, I didn't see it coming, that was insane, bro. Like, how the hell do you do that? Like, the fact that they got Bowie's little villain thing in, that was perfect. Plus the exposition for Ezekiel's was good. The shock factor at this one was good. It was great. And then we have Stacy. Stacy is the queen of first eliminations. Oh, they were so good at making me want her eliminated. They were so good at that. Like, they knew the perfect buttons to press in me. And I think for a lot of other people too. Like, I'm not sure many people wanted to see if there's any more to her. They're like, oh, she's a pathological liar. Get her out of here. And personally, I agree with that, because she is a pathological liar. Get her out of here. Anyway, I'll see you in video number 3.